Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursdays with Hope during Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm coming to you today so that we can talk about coping skills. When we talk about mental health, often I've talked about like specific disorders or the stigma connected to it, which are still important. But today I just wanted to offer a couple of coping skills that could be useful or helpful to someone. This is in no way to take place of seeing a provider, seeing a doctor, or connecting with someone. This is something that may help in the interim while you're waiting and looking for a provider. These are things that may help in the moment while you're going through. So I just wanted to impart a couple of techniques that may be helpful to just kind of hold you over, so to speak, until you can get the support that you need from a mental health provider. One of those things I like to do is journal. Some people don't journal. Some people do already, but the power of journaling and what does it do? Journaling to me helps you to get all of those thoughts that are potentially racing or filtering in your head or filling your head up. You know, lots of times when we are thinking about something, worried about something, stressed about something, or something is happening, the thoughts tend to do this kind of whirlwind in our heads. So if we journal and we write them down, that gives our head space and time to just kind of relax, and it's not just going all around. So it's kind of taking some of all of the stuff that's kind of building up here, it's taking it out and putting it somewhere else so that it slows down some of those racing thoughts and some of those feelings. And it also gets us to process some of what we're thinking and some of what we're feeling when we put it on paper, because then we can look at it, we can process it differently when we do that. So there's a lot of power in journaling. I also sometimes encourage people to, let's say, like you can even start this Friday, and on Friday, just take a moment. Take what I call a mindful moment, which we'll also talk about as a coping technique, is take a mindful moment and sit down and write down all of the things that you did that week, as much as you can remember. Just kind of like we talked about, verbally vomit, like just get it all out, everything that you did that week. And then what I want you to do is take that and look at it, reflect on what that week was like for you. And so if you're feeling tense, if you're feeling stressed, some of that will probably relax once you get all that out, but it'll also see how you are mastering your time and how it's affecting your mental health. So we don't sometimes realize that what we do during the week, because some of it just comes natural, we don't realize how much it affects like where we stand come Friday. And then, you know, it makes us think about, once we write all of this down and look at it and like, oh my goodness, like I did all of this week, and imagine the emotions and the feelings and everything that could have gone on while we were like in autopilot. So you write those things down, and it helps you going into the next week not to either maybe overplan, overdo, or take moments in that week for yourself. So you can look at it and just kind of reflect upon, what could I have done differently to protect my own mental health throughout the week? Or did I do a good job of protecting my mental health? Which you may have. And if you did, then that's a great thing. But it's like a reflection of the week, so that each week you're going into a new week, you know, feeling refreshed and knowing that, you know, you have the power to kind of do this week differently, do something the same, but, you know, writing those things down. So journaling, more than one way, writing down like the course of your week, some of the things that have happened. And when I mentioned mindfulness, like mindful moments, that's important. You can take mindful walks when you're feeling stressed. A mindful walk means I'm just going to take a walk and I'm not going to focus on anything that's going on in my life, that's going on around me, but just this walk. I'm going to take in nature. I'm going to take in those things that are happening around me. I'm going to listen to my music, and I'm going to focus out. I'm going to take a mindful walk. That is for me. You can also focus that mindful walk or focus that mindful minute on just getting in touch with your own senses. Like, what are some of the things I hear while I'm walking? What are some of the things I see? What can I taste? What can I smell? Just getting it and becoming one with what's going on around you more so than anything else. And what that'll do is help to kind of calm your brain down, calm your thoughts down, release some anxiety that you're feeling, because you're not focused on whatever the problem, whatever the issue that may be happening, in the current moment. So I say the same thing with anger management. Some small, like, again, these are small tips. These aren't things to replace anything, but, doing breathing exercises, making sure that you are taking some time to just breathe out. Breathing helps to relax the body and the mind. Some people can't take deep breaths, and I don't know if people have paid attention to that, but taking deep breaths are very healthy, but sometimes people can't take deep breaths. And if you can't take a deep breath, you definitely want to take some time to seek out a professional because that may mean that you just have so much inside that you haven't released or that you're not taking care of, that you don't have room to even take in just a breath that will save your life. So, there are all kinds of coping techniques out there. Of course, there's taking a bath, there's going to get your nails done, there's taking a run, there's taking a walk. There's all of these things that can be done as moments to take care of yourself and to cope with things that we consider stressors in the moment. So I just wanted to kind of throw a few of those out this week. I want you guys to comment on this video and, talk about some of the techniques that you use that may be able to be helpful to someone else. And I want you guys to also check in with your friends. Ask people how they're doing. Call someone you haven't called in a while. Just to check in. So today's reflection is checking in on yourself. Where is your mental health? How do you help someone else? If you're in a good place, how do you help someone else? Can you just call and say hi? That might help. You never know. That might save somebody's life. So just being able to, we're just taking this week to do a mental health check-in. How are you doing?